Hello YouTube, thought I'd do a quick video here. Well, this is going to be part 2 of my solar power node setup. This can be for GMRS, can be for ham, can be for whatever frequency you can program your radio to. This is what I got. Now, I'm still getting things gathered up here, but I did get the solar panel mounted. I did get my antenna cap. I'll open this up here and kind of show you. I don't have the radio in here. We'll go in the house and I'm going to show you that setup, what I'm going to be doing. But I went to the solar panel calculator website to find out what angle I need this at. And since I have summer and winter, I did the average. So that's how I got this set. This is the antenna cap. If you've been following my YouTube channel, my part 1, I didn't want to buy SMA cables and run things all over. So what I do is I will take the radio, and it will kind of hard to see here, but there's a hole here that I can just put there with a clip. I'll poke it through here and clip the radio here. Here's the power bank. It's charging right now. On mine, when it flashes like that, it means it's charging. The power bank will actually go in here. And then I will have the radio clip onto here with the antenna going through the hole here. And this antenna cap will protect the antenna. I bolted it on there. I put silicone around it. So that should be good. So it's charging right now. It's kind of late in the day. It's about, I don't know, almost 3:30 I think it is. Let's go in the house. I'm going to show you the setup that I'm going to be putting in here. I'll be right back. Okay, we're in the house here. I'm going to be using this Baofeng UV5R Plus. Like I said, this antenna will just go right in the hole and it'll clip on the back. I got my C connector plugged in there for charging. So we're going to be using that with that power bank. And then to test this, I think I'm going to use a duty cycle tester. That's going to be a good load test on that battery. I can set it for 70%, 80%, 90%, whatever. Probably start at 60%. I found out that a lot of these USB power banks or cell phone power banks, whatever you want to call them, they do shut off. And what I mean by that is if it detects it's not drawing any current, or if it thinks the device is done charging, the power bank will power off and shut down. And that's a problem because then I can't power up my little duty cycle tester. So to get around that, I built a circuit that I installed in here that tricks the power bank to not turn off. So I think it's always charging. So we'll see how that goes. So I found that out. I'm assuming all power banks do that. Maybe there's some out there that are always on, but I don't know. The one that I bought here, like I said, does do that after about when I would plug this in, this would power on. It'd only stay on for about 30 seconds and shut off, and that was because this was not drawing enough current. This was not putting a load. In other words, putting a load on that power bank. So that's why it was doing that. So I had to put a little circuit here to make the power, trick the power bank into thinking that it's charging. So I think I got that fixed. So tomorrow I'm going to hook these up and we're going to see how it works. We're going to see how long it goes. I'll hook this up to this handheld, which, like I said, will have a USB plugged into that. This will be plugged in, and we'll do like a 60% duty cycle, and that'd be a good load test on that. And we'll see if how long it plays. See if my little 10 that solar panel I got is either 10 or 20 watt. It's not very big, so a guy could get a little bit bigger one and really charge that faster. But we'll see how this all works out. So there you go. We're gonna do maybe a part 3 video tomorrow, but this is part 2. If you have any questions or comments, please post them down below. Please subscribe. Thank you, and have yourself a good day.